It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe. It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe. It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe. It's the artist vibe, it's the artist vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome singer-songwriter Teisha Marie.
Everybody's got their own path. Let me tell you a little bit about mine. This is my life. Oh, people say, girl, what you gonna do with yourself? Seems like you're always running here and there. And I say, I got one life, and with my time, I can't do what's for everyone else. So I make sure, yeah, and embrace all that comes my way. And I know that I'll never be alone, 'cause as long as I got music, I've always got a home. The ups and downs and in between, but everybody's looking for the truth. So I put the pen, and as a vessel, let the words flow through. I used to try to suppress the light that I had inside, because I was afraid of what I'd find. But one day, I started writing and decided to let it show. 'Cause with life, you gotta move or be moved. And with my talent, it's use or lose. And with my purpose, it's show and prove. And in the rhythm of life, I'm glad I found my own groove. 'Cause I'm addicted. The ups and downs and in betweens, different people need, but everybody's looking for the truth. So and as a vessel, let the words flow through. I'm addicted. The ups and downs and in betweens, different people need, but everybody's looking for the truth. So and as a vessel, let the words flow through. I arm myself with love, peace, and music. Love, a reflection of connection. Peace, tranquility, be still, and know. Rest when needing direction. Music, inspiration, therapy for the soul. I'm indebted to the ancestors and the engraved for this gift. I take my charge seriously and consider this purpose priceless. Therefore, use this offering as you will. I pray it motivates, strengthens, and heals. The ups and downs and in between, different people need different things, but everybody's looking for the truth. So and as a vessel, let the words flow through. I'm addicted. The ups and downs and in betweens, different people need different things, but everybody's looking for the truth. So I put the pen, and as a vessel, let the words flow through. I wanna heal, I gotta hear, and I give for me, and I give for you, and you, and you, and you. I'm Teisha Marie, addicted to life. And so this next song is for the lovers in the house. If you got some mistletoe and somebody next to you, cuddle up, get close, okay? We'll add some claps in later. He say he can't get to my heart if I I decide not to let down my God, and I feel so scared, but I know he'll work hard just to make this love feel something like God. He real special. Yeah, I know that's true, but my past sometimes gets in the way. That's the truth, but I wanna be, and I know that you do too. So just let me love you. Yeah, baby. My actions will match my words. What I say ain't gonna be just what you heard. My actions will match my words. 'Cause pretty as pretty does, and that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. Listen, it's been a little while since I've seen someone worth my time, but I think we'll be fine if I just decide to give you all of me, even if it hurts. My oh my, what we could be might be great. I know if you just let me show your anger with my light. Ooh, we could glow past this here life. Yeah, 'cause my actions will match my words. I'm telling you now, what I say ain't gonna be just what you heard. They will. It's pretty as it's pretty does, and that's what you deserve. 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 Yeah, that's what you deserve. Come on, get with it. Hey, it ain't that hard. So just start making art with love. Jerome knows about that. It ain't that hard. So let's start making art with love. 'Cause that's what you deserve. I'm gonna match my words. Where's that mistletoe?
I'm looking for a mistletoe. Where's the mistletoe? Great job, Teisha. That was beautiful. I loved how you went between, for the first song, you went between singing and spoken word. So that was...
Thank you. I always try to add a little bit to each project. So thank you.
Yes. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Artist Vibe Showcase Season 2 finale. I am your host, Teisha Minicon, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful performance by Teisha Marie, who I'll be chatting with shortly. Later in the show, I'll also be interviewing artist, author, and visual designer Jerome Matiyas. There will also be a Q&A session right after, so please make sure you stick around for that. A special thank you to our sponsor for tonight's show, Rec Mode Fitness and Boxing, located in Wheaton, Maryland. You can also find them online at recmodefitness.com. That's RECMODE fitness.com. If you don't know how to spell fitness, you're on your own with that one. So now let me reintroduce you to the talented Teisha Marie. Teisha Marie touches audiences with her passionate vocals and a mission to serve. She states, "I'm here to make music that strengthens, motivates, and heals. Eclectic, intriguing, delicious. Teisha Marie has soul and substance." Welcome to the show, Teisha.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Teisha, and the whole Artist Vibe family.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you this evening. How are you feeling?
I am feeling fantastic.
Awesome. So glad to have you on. So tell the audience a little bit about yourself, where you're from. Let's dive right into it.
All right. Well, it's a long story, but I'll shorten it. So my parents were in the military and served in various capacities. And so I was born in England, grew up in Maryland and Germany as well, and Jersey. And here I am. I can count here because I went to middle school in Maryland. I went to high school here. So
What part of Maryland?
Yeah, in Fort Washington.
Okay.
Yeah, so down in Prince George's County, we're not too far away. Yeah, so that's where I was. But yeah, it's just been a great experience to come about with music. It's always been a part of my life, and it's been a journey, but I enjoy it along the way. So shout out to my family. They support everything I do.
Hey, that sounds great. Well, speaking of music, when did you discover your passion for music?
Good question. So I think I honestly discovered it probably about 3 years old. I used to have a little fake Casio keyboard, and I used to also have a microphone. I would sing for the neighbors, anybody that came over, and then as I got older, I had imaginary groups and I did all kinds of fake little shows, but I also studied music. So I took piano lessons, violin lessons. I took voice lessons later, of course, but that came much later. I sang in the choir. I, have a degree in music, music history theory. Yeah. So this is something that is a lifelong thing. This is not for the faint heart.
This is not just, a little side thing that you just interested in. This is your passion.
This is it. This is number one. Yeah. Creativity. But music is my vehicle, if you will.
Yeah. Okay. So who are some of your musical influences?
There are so many, but the top that come to mind: Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, also Nancy Wilson. She was just so classy.
Great.
Wow. When she came on stage, Al Green for his substance. I just felt like he was always homey and down to earth.
That voice.
Yeah. So those are my top influences. But honestly, I'm inspired by all music from all genres for so many different reasons.
Okay. Well, are there any artists that you would love to work with or collaborate with?
Yeah, the list is long, but I'm gonna narrow it down to my top collaborators. So my choices are Babyface. I also would love to work with Missy Elliott. I would also love to work with her, but she's changed her name. She wants to go by her name now, Gabby or Gabrielle.
Oh, really?
And so I would love to work with. Yeah, she wants to be known by her name after the Beauty and the Beast airing. That was her thing. She wants to be known by her name now. Yeah. Okay. So I'd love to work with her, and Stevie Wonder, of course. That's the ultimate dream.
Okay, well, we're going to claim all of that for your journey. We're going to claim it. So I know you have an EP, Addicted to Life.
Yes.
When was that project?
That project was released in 2007, and the way that came about was actually an accident. Okay.
Oh.
So I'll sum it up really quick. I intended to be an A&R. That's what I was going to do. Music was my passion, but I did not ever think about being an artist. I love music, but I love the expression of it. But I never thought, okay, I'll be an artist. That just wasn't my vibe. I was going to pick the talent. And so what happened was I also got inspired to do songwriting. So I said, okay, I'm going to officially write, because I'd always written throughout life, but I'm going to write these songs. Hopefully some artists will pick them up and they'll, demo them or they'll record them, and that will lead to something else. Oh. Well, guess what? I didn't know any artists. I mean, I did, but they were already out with record deals and things. And so they had no time. They're touring. They have no time to come and demo my songs for me. And plus, that's contractually an issue. And so what happens is God was like, you're going to do these songs. I said, me. And so, that's what happened. I recorded all of them, put them out. And you know how when you try on clothes and people are like, girl, that looks good on you. You're like, I was playing. I would never wear this. Or I would never do so and so. That's exactly what happened. And so people liked it. And that put me on the path towards music. So here we are now, about like 15 years later?
Wow, it was meant to be. Yeah. When it's your time, it's your time. Yeah. So you have a second album as well, right?
Addicted to Life EP was the EP, and that was 2007. Right. And then 2008, I put out Addicted to Life, the LP, which was the first album. And then the second album came out 2013, which is The Girl from Nowhere. And I'm working on another project now.
Okay, that's the next question. Segue. What's next for you? Any upcoming performances, new music where we can, watch you or in person?
I do a lot of things. I don't just perform by myself. I also perform with a choir. So Danelle Damon and Greater Works, which is the choir I perform with and minister with. They were on, what were they on? America's Got Talent a few years ago. I don't know if you saw the choir, that, This Little Light of Mine. This was like their
Wow. What's the name of the group again?
Danelle Damon and Greater Works. So Day, like Day, Daymon, Danelle Damon and Greater Works. And so we'll be at Greater Mount Calvary on December 31st. And that will be in Washington, D.C. Yeah.
Very nice.
Got that going on. Personally, I'm taking downtime because I want to make sure that my project is solid before I release. Yes. So I'm working on that. And, if anything comes up, you can catch me around on the socials and things and see what's happening.
Yes. What are your social medias, your website, how everyone can follow you and support you?
So my website is Teisha Marie. You see my name there, TeishaMarie.com, TeishaMarie.com. But if you want to get with me on social media, my Instagram, that's my #1 usage. That's Teisha Marie Sing. If you want to find me on Facebook, Teisha Marie. Twitter, we're not going to speak on that.
We're not going to speak on Twitter tonight. Too funny. So last thing before I let you go, I know you have another performance right after this. Yeah. Any advice you would give to anyone, thinking of getting into the music industry?
Yes. The #1 thing I would say first and foremost is pray. Whether you believe or don't believe, I'm telling you, things and people will come along and resources to help you along the way when you have no idea what you're doing, or you want to do something, you don't know how to do it, or it's a bigger scale type of thing and you just need extra help. So that's #1. #2, I would say be yourself. Everyone else is taken. You've heard it, it's cliche, but it's true. Just, people want to hear you in your unique way and whatever you have to offer. And 3, I would say, and it's so cliche, but true, like Shirley Ralph said, never, ever, 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 ever give up on yourself.
Never. I love that. Great. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. It was a pleasure. So Teisha is going to bless us with one more performance right now. So everyone enjoy.
So here we go. I want to do something a little different. I know that the chat's going. I don't know if everyone can participate, but if you can you throw some words in the chat for me? I'm going to freestyle a song on the spot and see what comes about, because I want you to get an idea of what the artist process is like. Peace. Okay, we'll take that. Anybody else? Love. Okay. Respect. Okay. Happy. We'll go for happiness. Dance. Okay. All right, so are these the only ones? Oh, money. Okay, it just keeps flowing. All right, love. Okay, so I see love, repeating, empower. Okay. Disclaimer, all words may or may not be worked in, but I'm gonna try to work them in. Okay, sweet. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can come up with. Pretty and talented. Thank you. Hope. Okay. So peace, love, hope, respect, joy. Okay, money. Money is also thrown in there. Best friends. Okay. Hey. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, here we go. Hopefully y'all can hear it. And if you're at home with your glasses of water or whatever, snap. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Hey, yeah. Now you know this pandemic, it surely wasn't macaroni, but I'm loving you only by only, I mean you and me. So let's get together, make some money, empower others, honey, to be the best that they can be. So I hope you feel the love I've got for you. Let's dance, get a 2-step on, do what you wanna do, 'cause it's all about celebration, yeah, celebration, and no hesitation, 'cause it's all about celebration. Now, everybody needs to understand, peace and love for every man is very important, and we can do it all together. So take a drink of life, it's so sweet. Whatever you want and need, it's all waiting for you. All you gotta do is take the time to see, and take time to be pretty and shine, 'cause you're talented in your own way. You got your own flow, so don't be afraid to slay and play and do all the things you want to. Cause there's only one time, only one way. And you know there's only one you. So hello, celebration, yeah. Celebration, there's no hesitation. It's all about celebration, yeah. Celebration, yeah, yeah. Celebration, it's all about celebration. Let there be no hesitation. Turn on your music, just dance and vibe. Turn on your music, live the good life, the good life. Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or Christmas, do it all your own way. But the message I wanna give, let me say one more time. Hey, hey, celebration, yeah, celebration. It's all about celebration. Let there be no hate. What? Yeah, celebration. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Celebration. Come on. Let there be no hesitation. It's all about celebration. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh. Celebrate. Do it all your own way. Your own flavor, just slay. With the seasonings you got, jollof rice, put it all in the pot and celebrate. Thank you. I'm glad you all are digging it. The chat is lit up. So thank you.
I'm just happy you said Jello. That's
Yes, okay. It's the best. This time of year.
Oh my goodness. That was great. I hope you all, I know you all enjoyed it. I can see from the chat. Thank you so much, Teisha. Another great performance. Please show us some love by clicking on those hearts,
Thank
claps, whatever else. Thank you again, and we'll see you one more time to close out the show. Okay, next up we have Mr. Jerome Matiyas. Jerome Matiyas is a graphic visual designer, artist, and writer, born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago. Jerome has been residing in the DMV area since 1998. From a very young age, he has had a love and passion for art, history, film, music, and cultures. Check out his video. Hello, Jerome. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Tanisha. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing this evening?
Doing great. Just trying to stay dry and warm in this rainy weather.
Yes. Yes. Where are you in?
I live in Baltimore County, on the west side in Glen Oak area.
And it's raining over there. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was earlier. Yeah.
Okay, nice. For the audience, please feel free to type any questions you may have in the chat, and we'll make sure to get to them in the Q&A session a little bit later in the show. So Jerome, please introduce yourself and tell the audience a little bit about you.
So yeah, I was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago, that's in the Caribbean, and came in this country in USA about 24, almost 25 years ago. And growing up, I was always interested in art, arts and entertainment, literature and movies, comic books, animation, so, and there's a lot of creative people in my family also, so it kind of runs in the family.
Okay.
And so, yeah, no, growing up, I even majored in art and graphic design. And, so growing up, I, was, really got deep into comic books and animation and in movies like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you know, and also movies like Ben-Hur
Mm-hmm.
and Lord of the Rings. I think I might have mentioned that already. Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to make, I was inspired to, creative juices started flowing, and I wanted to make my own comic books, my own stories,
Mm-hmm.
and started coming up with some of my own original creations. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been writing? Like when did you start your series and comic books, all of that?
Sometime around in the mid to late 90s, 1990s, when I was
Okay.
still in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was inspired to create my own series of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Um, from growing up in church and hearing about like the armor of God and like in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, the
Yes.
visual of the shield and the
Mm-hmm.
shield of faith and the breastplate of salvation and the sword of the spirit,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of uh inspired the creative juices so that I would I wanted to make my own like a kind of a warrior,
Okay.
and also from yeah, in my church, and my pastor would mention he would mention about Ethiopia,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll point out how you see it in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
uh Africa is also part of the story, of God's story, and we were not
Right.
slaves or
Mm-hmm.
debased or or in famine. There were empires, there were
Mm-hmm.
kingdoms, and
Right.
so
Yeah.
that sparked my interest, and I started doing my own research, started going down to the local library in Trinidad, and mind you, this is before the internet,
Right.
before email, so I went to the
Wow.
library,
Yeah, I was just thinking
dating
that.
myself, you know
So that's what
uh,
inspired you to write about Ethiopia. That's where Ethiopia came into play, um,
yes, yes,
with your
yes,
story.
and also because some of my favorite movies and stories, there were not many people of African descent that were shown in a
Mm.
positive light. It was
Yeah.
either about slavery or famine or wars or deserts or
Yeah.
jungles. So I had in my mind that that's all Africa was
Mhm.
about, or mostly about. It was just
Right.
maybe jungles and primitive people.
Mhm.
And to realize that that's just part of the story. Every
Mhm.
culture has experienced ups and downs, empires and being the empires being demolished or whatever. And so I got intrigued to start researching on my own,
Mhm.
and so yeah.
Yeah, thank you for bringing, that to light, Africa's rich culture that a lot of people don't get to see. So that's amazing that you're tying all of that in together. So I know you also said you are a graphic designer, correct? Do you design all of your work, all of your covers, layouts, all of that
Yeah,
yourself?
that's right. I designed all my
Wow.
the whole book, the
Mm-hmm.
covers, the internal pages. I even have jigsaw puzzles and a comic book. Yeah. So yeah, I've been doing art and graphic design for a long time. Can't
Mm-hmm.
remember when I started. I was a teenager. Like I said, I kind of grew up. Even as a toddler, I was like to draw and come up with me and my younger brother Joel. We would come up with stories and we would reenact them and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Definitely need to talk. I'm also a graphic designer. So, when I meet another graphic designer, it's just, it always sparks my interest and I always want to
Right.
collaborate. So you're gonna be hearing from me.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
so let us know about well, what's the name of your stories and puzzles? I know they both tie in together, correct?
So the series is called McConan Epic, as you can see from one of my
Conan
banners over
Epic.
here.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a copy of my book, my first novel here. So it's called
Okay.
McConan Epic is the name of the
Warrior of
whole series.
Light. Okay.
And then the first book is called, first illustrated novel. It's illustrated. It's like 420 pages,
Wow.
and about a third of it is illustrations that I
Mm-hmm.
did on my own. And it's called McConan, the Warrior of Light,
Mm-hmm.
Part One, and this can be found on Amazon.com.
Okay.
You know,
And the
and
link
I
is
have
also in the chat for everyone as
yeah,
well. Mm-hmm.
And my first comic book is just called Mekonin Epic Mescalon, and it's
Okay.
basically based on the part of the prologue, the first half
Mm-hmm.
of the prologue of Mekonin, the Warrior of Light.
Okay.
Which this kind of takes place in kind of like in the spiritual realm. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like the Archangel Michael, standing behind Mekonin here.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That looks
yeah,
beautiful.
and yeah, and I have jigsaw puzzles. I have
The puzzle.
four
Yeah.
sets of jigsaw puzzles,
4. Okay.
4 sets, yeah, and there are 3 sets are 672 pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and one set is 504 pieces. This one.
Oh, wow. And
So
all
yeah.
of these can be purchased on Amazon as well,
No,
the puzzles as
these
well?
can be purchased on my website, through my
Okay.
website. If you go to
Mm-hmm.
McConaugheyEpic.com, and
Okay.
there's a button that says,
Mm-hmm.
there's 2 buttons. There's one that says buy a novel, buy a
Mm-hmm.
comic book, or buy jigsaw puzzles. And the jigsaw puzzles and the comic book will go to
Mm-hmm.
a squared website,
Awesome.
a
Someone said,
square up
wow,
website. Yeah.
too cool. Yes, it is very cool.
Thank
Very
you.
cool. So Jerome is gonna read an excerpt from which one are you gonna read an excerpt
Conan,
from tonight?
the Warrior of Light,
Warrior of Light.
from the novel. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We're
So
ready.
okay, so this is from chapter 1, called Timket. Timket is an Ethiopic word that means epiphany. Epiphany, which celebrates the baptism of Jesus
Mm,
by John the Baptist. And there's a very nice, huge, beautiful festival that takes place in Ethiopia every January, around January 19th. And it's one of my favorite times of the year to go. So let's start here. A young man ran as fast as he can. He darted through a moonlit forest at full speed because his life depended on it. Barefoot and bruised all over his body, with ripped clothing that was once white linen but became soiled with patches of green and brown from plants and dirt mingled in his own sweat and blood. My life is in your hand, Exebier. Rescue me from those who hunt me down relentlessly. This was the young man's desperate prayer, loosely quoting a verse from one of the beloved sections of the sacred oracles known as David Mizmor, which is the Psalms of David, chapter 38, verse 15. It's all he can remember right now. For those who hunt him down were savage creatures, maybe demons from the pit of hell. More than a dozen of them have the appearance of tall men in white robes and hoods over their heads, but they have no faces. Their skin, the skin of their faces, arms, and legs were darker than the blackest night. Their eyes glowed red under those head coverings. They were armed with all manners of weapons: swords, daggers, scimitars, spears, bows, arrows. They have killed and wounded many of his warrior comrades already. Now arrows and lances whizzed by this lone running warrior, who proved to be an elusive moving target, dodging and ducking behind trees. Just as terrifying were the dog-like creatures with the hooded ones that were more like hounds from hell, as large as lions and leopards, but much more ravenous, with dark, murky colored fur, red eyes, and long, vicious teeth. They snarled and howled like no animal he had ever heard in the land or the sea. The wound on the young man's left arm was from being bitten by one of these savage beasts earlier, but he had no time to feel pain, just run for his life. Oh, how life has transformed from beauty into terror in such a short space of time. Just a few days ago, he was fulfilling his duties as a guard in the kingdom of Aksum in Aksum city to the north, along with his comrades. Oh, the smell of incense and spices that fill the air, the sound of church bells ringing, maidens singing, and children laughing, the sight of priests and deacons in radiant robes and garments, more colorful than a rainbow, in processions through the streets, and the streets of gold he walked after the Hade, the emperor, and threw handfuls of coins and gold nuggets into the crowd. It was one of the sacred annual celebrations of the kingdom called Timket, when people came from far and wide to participate. How he took all that beauty and splendor for granted. Okay, I think I'll stop there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
giving an insight on, what we have to look forward to. So again,
Yep.
everyone can purchase that on Amazon, correct?
Yep. It's on
And
Amazon.
go to his website, McConaugheyEpic.com, and you'll see the links there to be able to purchase. Also, where can they find you on social media so
Yeah,
people
I'm
can
on
follow
Facebook. I'm on
you?
Facebook. You can find me either with my name, Jerome Matiyas, or also there's a Facebook page for McConan Epic.
Okay.
McConan Epic by Jerome Matiyas or by Matiyas. I'm also on Instagram,
Mhm.
McConan Epic by Matiyas. And yeah,
Great. Is there anything next for you? Is there another book coming up? Anything
yeah.
adding to the series?
Yes, I've been trying to work on part two of the illustrated novel,
Okay.
and that's in the works, taking a little longer than expected. Also, was supposed to be working on another part of another comic book, and
Okay.
in the future, I'd like to have it animated, like like an animated series or something.
Oh, yeah, that would
Yeah,
be really cool. That
yeah.
would be
So
really
trying to
awesome.
figure
I
out,
can see that.
how to get there. Yeah,
I can
yeah,
picture that.
yeah. Definitely, yeah. It's gonna be
Awesome. So
exciting.
thank you so much. Thank you. I want to close out this interview with a little fun game called Rapid Fire Questions, just to get to know you a little bit more. So the first question is, what's your favorite travel destination?
Right now, my favorite travel destination is actually Ethiopia.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, I've been there 4 times in the past 3 years.
Oh,
Even
wow.
even
Okay.
more often than my own country, Trinidad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never been. I need to add that to my list.
definitely. I recommend.
Okay. Your favorite thing to do to relax, unwind?
Favorite thing is actually to watch a movie, watch
Okay.
an
Yeah.
interesting movie, whether it's a new movie or my favorite movie. It's my favorite.
Mhm.
Or
Okay.
yeah,
That's actually the next question. What's your favorite movie of all time?
the Lord of the Rings trilogy
Oh,
with Peter Jackson. Yes, it's
ties
my
into
favorite.
what you
Yeah,
do. Favorite
yes.
food?
Favorite food. Two types. Actually, I love my country's food, the
Mhm.
Trinidad local dishes, like
Mhm.
roti and
Food.
alaloo and pilau. And
Oh,
I love
yeah.
Ethiopian food also. The Ethiopian dishes is delicious. Yes.
Okay. And last one, favorite genre of music?
Uh, Favorite genre is types of electronic dance music like
Okay.
trip hop and drum and bass. Those are my favorites. Yeah.
You said trip
Dance,
hop?
yeah, trip
Oh,
hop.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it kind of developed in England and Bristol, England in the like
Uh-huh.
late 80s, early 90s. They were actually influenced by American hip hop and also Caribbean rhythms like reggae and dub.
Okay.
And they call it trippy because it
Mhm.
sounds kind of like trippy,
Okay.
it sounds like a little bit kind of slowed down and echoey sometimes. So it kind of puts you
Okay.
in a trip sometimes when
Oh,
you're
I'll
yeah.
have to look that up.
Yeah. Look
Listen.
for bands like Massive Attack and Portishead. Yeah,
Okay.
those are the main. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Nice. Thank you. So that wasn't so bad, right? That
Wasn't
was
so
so
bad. That's
fun.
yeah. It was.
Okay, Jerome. Well, hang tight. I'll be right back because it's Q&A time. I'm gonna go to the chat, and we're gonna come back with both of you to ask some questions that if you haven't posted any questions in the chat, this is the perfect time to do so. Also, if you would like to become a sponsor for next season, please send an email to customercare@fasmarketplace.com. Okay, you can also raise your hand if you would like to be on camera or leave a question in the chat and I will make sure to read it for our guests. Is it Afra Sings? I got my Teisha Marie Klein shirt on too.
Thank you.
Let's see. I want one.
Oh yeah, you can totally get one. If you go to
Yes.
teachers.com, their merchandise
Okay.
is there. I have
Hey.
sweatshirts, stuff for
Okay.
babies, everything, socks,
Oh
aprons,
wow. She has it all, everybody.
mugs.
Oh, it's too funny. So Anicio says EDM is my favorite genre. Okay.
Right.
You
Yeah.
too. For Jerome from FA's Marketplace, which author did you read growing up?
Which author? There's different authors I read growing up. J.R.R. Tolkien is one main one.
Okay.
And people take comic books for granted, but comic book writers have some really great deep stories. So one of my favorites is Frank Miller, who kind of redefined Batman in the day. He also redefined other characters like Daredevil. He has a way of putting his own spin, So he's the one that kind of made Batman dark again, And whatever art writers. There's writers like thinking like maybe like another favorite comic book series was Conan the Barbarian, which was created by an author from Texas in the 1930s actually. I didn't read much of his original stuff, but the stories the comic books that drew from his original stories of this ancient guy going on adventures around the world, which kind of influenced me for Conan, because I wanted to have someone that was kind of ancient, but traveling around the world. But instead of a barbarian with savage, he's a warrior, like fighting spiritual battles, like it's kind of spiritual allegory. Because Conan has to find parts of the armor of God. In the natural realm, but kind of merge with the spiritual realm. And then he's fighting creatures, he's fighting demons and dragons and giants and things like that, instead of fighting people. Because there's so many civil wars going on around the world, even in Ethiopia, unfortunately, of people fighting each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I hope I'm not messing your name up. Is it Afra or Afra? Afra, I'm thinking. What made you this is also for Jerome, what made you set the comic in Axum?
Yeah, good question. I chose Axum because Axum was an empire it started in northern Ethiopia. That was the center. And this was where in the Bible talks about the Queen of Sheba, who came to visit King Solomon. So archaeologists and researchers and theologians believe she came from there or from Yemen. Today it's called Yemen, but back then it was actually called Sheba. Yemen was actually called Saba or Sheba. And but Saba or Sheba was also connected with northern Ethiopia, which is like between modern day Eritrea and Ethiopia. And so I wanted something that was connected with the Bible, and something that had an empire that was showing pomp and glory, and something that was that connection with the Bible and scriptures, and something that was showing. And Axum was one of the biggest. It was one of the largest empires in the world at that time. It's one of the 4 largest empires in the world, which included Persia, China, and I believe Rome. So those were the 4 biggest in medieval times. Just as like between the setting in my story is like around 500s AD. Axum was as large as it went all the way from Sudan. They ruled all the way from Sudan to close to Somalia, and also they ruled the Yemen. So the empire was huge at that time. That's why I picked Axum, because of the largeness of it. Not meaning it was the best and there was nothing wrong with it, but it was. I don't want something that was showing the world that Africa had large empires, and Axum was one of them. Just not the only one, was one of them. Yeah.
Amazing, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. People are cracking me up in this chat. So, well, first of all, Teisha has your holiday gift list covered. So you just got to go to her website. She has everything there. That's what FA's Marketplace posted. Make sure you start your shopping now. Do you have fast shipping, Teisha?
I have shipping that is available through the ship station. So right now they're pretty expedited. So you might get it. If you order by today, you probably can get it, today or Boxing Day, as they say in the UK. So
Perfect. And then Afra again says, I stand for Teisha.
Thank
you.
She
said, I'm a real Teisha Marie fan, not a paid actor. That's so funny. Nadia G asked, this is for Teisha, when did you begin to write songs?
That's a funny question, but a good question. I started to write, honestly, as soon as I learned how to write, because I used to make up songs when I would go to the grocery store with my mom. I mean, I had a song for everything. And so officially, I think I wrote my first official song at probably 9. It was not a hit with my family, but I kept kept going and pursuing it anyway. So I probably say officially, you know, really taking it seriously, trying to write something of substance, probably like 9 or 10. But recording, you know, when did that start? Ooh, like 2019. No, 22, maybe somewhere around there. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't think it's that long. You look 22 now. So
Thank you. I'm actually 41. I had a birthday on December 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you look so young.
Thank you. Water.
Oh yeah, I was
You
thinking the
already
same
know
thing.
what
She
the
looks
saying
like,
is. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what it is.
Yes.
You know.
yeah, you fooled me. I thought you were like 25. You know.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I thought also.
Yeah,
But
people
okay.
usually think I'm younger too, but I'm in my
Should be a
40s.
long
Also.
time ago.
Yeah,
That's not
see?
a long time.
Art keeps you young. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Awesome historical connections, Jerome. That's from Afra again.
Yeah, I told her
Gordon
thank you.
Jones. Tanisha is pretty and a good host. Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate that. This question is for Jerome. How old were you when you first started drawing and writing?
So I first started drawing. Maybe I was 7, 6, 7, 8. It's when I first started drawing. And also first started trying to write around that age too. I remember trying to make up stories and writing it down. And one time I even made up an alphabet. Surprisingly, I just remembered. I remember that sometime like, why did I try to be a Tolkien, make an alphabet? Yeah. I was one of those nerdy kids, in Trinidad. So
Awesome.
yeah.
The next one is from Anicio for Teisha. Did you have melodies to go with your lyrics in Addicted to Life before you decided to sing them yourself?
Oh, good question. So, yes, I did for some of them. For example, Addicted to Life, that was produced by my friend Ahmed Saror, and actually it was his instrumental. He is a musician, and he basically kind of puts out instrumentals. He occasionally does a little spoken word, but mostly instrumental. He plays piano, and so he put out this project. I listened through the songs, and I said, I need that one. And he's like, me. I had not recorded anything, had not sung, I think like maybe 2 songs before that with other collaborators. And what happened was he let me have it, and that was it. So that song literally came like right away. The melody came, the lyrics came all at the same time. Other times melodies will come first, other times lyrics will come first, but it was a process. I have a song that I wrote at the time about other political figures before Darth Cheeto. There was, the Bush. And so I wrote a song about that, but it was with the collaborator who was actually an artist, Jerome. They were an art teacher first and then a musician second, but I collaborated with them to kind of create like a reggae style, dub style kind of song called Professional Liar. So it really depends. The process is whatever it was. Yeah.
Professional Liar. All right, we don't like those.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna take one more question for Teisha from Afra. Who did you hear singing some of your songs before recording? Darth Cheeto. What is that?
Oh, yeah, Darth Cheeto was the president who shall not be named.
Of the Lion Club? Okay, I get it.
Who did I hear singing some of my songs before recording? I didn't hear.
Yes.
Honestly, anybody. I imagine that, maybe artists like Chrisette Michelle would pick it up, or
100%, yes.
any other artists that were out at that time, like around 2007. I just was like, whoever wants this music, please take it. And that didn't happen because I didn't know anybody. And I didn't even know how to get in contact with them. Even though we had internet, it wasn't wide open like it is now with Instagram and all these things. So, yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. Thank you for the participation. That was a lot of fun. So, now it's giveaway time. We're going to be giving away some FA's Marketplace goodies. The Artist Vibe t-shirt goes to the first person that's online, and the first person is Cuckoo Rose. Congratulations. It pays to be early. And then I have a question for Teisha and a question for Jerome. And the winners, the prizes for those questions are the FA's Marketplace wristband flash drive. So are you guys ready? All right, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It was meant for you. Not sure what. I'm still reading the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so, all right. First question for Teisha. What's the name? Well, it's not for Teisha. It's for you all to answer about Teisha. What's the name of Teisha's first album? First person to answer in the chat wins FA's Marketplace wristband flash drive. First album. Let's see. Anyone? Anybody? What is the name of Teisha's first EP? I was saying that song.
Addicted to Life?
Yes. Who was that? Who's that? Who's that?
It's me.
Oh, it's okay. How do you say your name now that I have you on screen?
It's Afra. You said it correctly.
I hate messing up people's names because people mess up my name all the time. So. Thank you, Afra. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so the next one is for Jerome. What's the name of Jerome's series? Either the stories or the puzzles. Who can get that? Who can guess that one? If that's too hard, I have a backup, but let's see if you all were paying attention. And you know what?
It's right there.
It's right there.
Right there.
Like, it's right. I mean, if somebody
All
can't,
over the place.
it's right there. Like, just type it in the chat, or you can say your answer online on the video.
I can't win twice, right?
Gordon, yeah, you can't win twice. Gordon's laughing, but you need to type. You need to say the answer, Gordon.
I'll type it.
Or type it. Say it. Oh my goodness. All right, should I give them the backup?
Easy, come on, guys.
It's very easy, right?
I don't know.
I guess no one wants a flash drive. I don't know, a wristband flash drive.
Maybe they're scared that they'll get it wrong. I don't know.
Okay, so all right, here's the backup. Where is Jerome originally from? I'm gonna give both to Afra if nobody says anything, because I know she knows. And then you could gift it to someone. Gift the other one. Not Africa. Who said Trinidad and Tobago?
Said it.
That was Elsie.
Elsie. Oh yeah, thank you, Elsie.
Yeah, Elsie.
Oh my goodness. Someone said Africa. Oh wow.
Congratulations. Well, yes, we all are, but
Yeah,
Right, but in this case, specifically,
I
said Trinidad first.
Sent it to just me.
Island boy.
oh my god.
You see, I said Trinidad, but I sent it to somebody else. I don't know who I sent it to. I thought I sent it to
Oh,
everybody.
you were typing it to someone.
Oh.
Oh no,
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, but I did say Trinidad first.
Oh
She
my
sent
goodness.
it to me
See, I didn't
only
see
by
it in the chat.
mistake.
I'm so
oh,
sorry. So, but anyway,
Who got it?
congrats to all the winners. Please send your names and mailing addresses to hello@fasmarketplace.com and we'll make sure you receive your gift. Okay. All right, back to our guests. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight on our season 2 finale. Please don't forget to follow Teisha and Jerome on their social media platforms and make sure to show them some support. All right. And to you all, thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here with us tonight and for showing your support throughout season 2. It has been truly a pleasure. So please stay tuned for season 3. Also, please help us out by filling out the survey right after the show. And again, thank you to our sponsor for tonight's show, Rec Mode Fitness and Boxing, located in Wheaton, Maryland. Find them online at recmodefitness.com. Now we're going to close out the show with our final performance of season 2 by the talented Teisha Marie. Until next time, stay safe, stay positive, and be blessed.
this is for everybody in this season. Okay, we've got a holiday season, so whether you celebrate or not, you got to take time to be thankful, and you also have to take time to make new decisions. So hope you enjoy this. This is called Now. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. You got to take your time. Listen up. Get up. Life is calling you. Get out. There's more work to do. Don't hold on to what you don't need. Take a step forward into your peace. Come on, get on with it. Yeah, get into it. Time to focus. The choice you make, it's yours to take. Don't hesitate. Now is the time. Nothing's ever impossible, no. Grow your faith in love and let it go. Beauty will unfold. Right now is all you have. Move on, free yourself from the past. What do you want? What do you need? There's no limit to what you could be. Oh, come on, get on with it, yeah. Get into it. Time to create. Focus your mind. The choice, it's yours, it's yours. Don't hesitate, no. Oh, let me tell you, nothing's ever impossible, no. Grow your faith and love and let it go, and beauty will unfold. Hey, do what you need to feel the whole of you. Do what you need to move into the new. Do what you need to feel the whole of you. Do what you need to move into the new. Get on, come on, get in. Yeah, you, time to focus. The choice you make, it's yours to take. Don't hesitate, 'cause now, yeah. Nothing's ever impossible, no. So grow your faith and love and let it go, and beauty will unfold. Now's the time. So I have one little piece that I'd like to do for the final thing. I just want to wish this all to you all, so please listen. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season bright. Yeah, tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that presents or Santa, whatever, is on the way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Joyeux Noel, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Teisha Marie, check me out.
The life of the artist is lived for the people. They want to give them